It seems like the people that become the most successful, at least lately, are the people that are most grounded and normal. Normal. We were just talking about normal people. How some of these people we know that are just normal people, not trying to be a thing, but are just ending up as the thing. It just seems like it's innate, it's built in, it's meant to happen, it's not intentional, but they're there and it's just boom. And it does seem like it comes from the most grounded, regular, hardworking people. And it seems like all these other people that are around that are just like trying to climb these ladders, it's unfolding.
Yeah.
Rapidly.
Yeah. Well, I feel like genius is really just a byproduct of work ethic, right? Like I always remember, I go back to this book, Mastery, a lot by Robert Greene.
Okay.
His most famous book is The 48 Laws of Power, but I think his best book ever is Mastery. So he basically breaks all the principles down of how to become a master in the specific field that you want to get into. And I remember his chapter on Albert Einstein was really interesting because we equate Einstein with being one of the most brilliant minds of all time, genius, gifted by God, etc. He was kind of an average guy, like middle of the road, thought about this theory of relativity, toiled at it literally for like 6+ years. It might have even been longer than that. And then actually gave up on it because he couldn't find an answer. And then all of a sudden he was on a train, had like a lightning bolt of inspiration, figured that out. And then the second that he came out with that, everyone is like, oh, you're a genius. So for me, it's like when I think about grounding, it's like followers mean nothing, influence means nothing. It's just like being a really good, hardworking person and sticking with something over a long enough time horizon, and amazing things will happen. Like the more that I read about like really successful people that have built something amazing, it seems like it all comes back to that groundedness and just that work ethic and doing the unsexy things super, super well. The Founders Podcast is my favorite podcast to listen to because
I've tried to get on that. I love that show.
Really? Yeah.
I love
try to
that
get
show.
on.
It's so good because he just breaks down biography after biography, and you see all these same traits between these men and women of influence. And it's like they just picked a problem and just fucking worked at it until they figured it out.
Well, I think that's part of the problem, right? Everyone wants to be an entrepreneur until it comes time to be an entrepreneur when no one's watching.
Yes.
And you have to be ruthless and relentless, and you have to grind until it hurts and then go a little bit further.
Yes.
And that's if you're even wanting to scratch the surface or make a difference or a dent. I think that's the biggest picture is people like the idea of I'm an entrepreneur. It's sexy. No, it's not. It's never sexy.
Yeah.
I live in sweatpants unless I'm traveling. It's not. I wash my hair once a week. I don't sleep as good as I should. It's not sexy. It's hard. It is one of the hardest things. And we go through these stages